Okay, we're back again, eh? Yes, welcome to Rugby League Journeymen. You know who I am, the Prof. There's Jimmy Maloney and there's Jerry Latimore.
Hello.
Hello, Jerry. How are you?
I like what you done there.
Yeah.
Latimore.
Yeah, I'm good, Roachy. I'm good, man. I'm good. Me and Jimmy are great. We spent 12 hours in the car together. Obviously driving up to Coffs and back, and we rebonded, mended the relationship. He was probably off me by the end of the trip home because I was passing wind on the way back.
Passing wind, mate, if he didn't get home with shit in his pants, I'll give it away. It was revolting.
It was a big night for.
And it was for like 5 hours straight, non-stop.
Well, I saw the vision.
I was like a Labrador with my head out the window.
We'll pop that in here
reaching.
because that was something to behold.
Yeah.
I could smell it through the video. That's how
But he
bad
put
it
his head out there, like it was like 2 minutes. He had no trust. Like he thought it was hanging around and it was dry and stale.
Mate, I did. There was a couple on the way up, and I like dead set. I was like, and I was out.
High protein diet.
Have you been checked out? Let's not get into that. Actually, you know the show. We chat some footy. We have some fun. We're always looking for sponsors. We've got a couple of new sponsors on board
shout
this
out
week.
And we might have a new idea.
Is this Kai's idea or
No.
your idea?
Remember, we called you about a new idea
Oh, the
on the way
Monty.
to the Coffs Harbour.
Oh, yes. All right, we'll get into that as well. Yes, absolutely. So we are going to, take a look back at the last round, take a look at the forward round. We've got Jimmy's jokes. We've got a bit of a quiz
Couple
at the
of
end. I've written
segments.
one for you guys.
New
A couple of new segments. It's going to be fantastic. You can book us for a live show. They are, as I say each week, coming in fast and thick. Well, are there any weekends left, Jerry? Can people still get us to do something?
There's still a few, but shout out Coffs Harbour. That was a cracking event. Great people up there. Me and Jimmy actually ended up meeting a few of the locals. But we're actually hanging out with a couple of the boys from the Whoopee. Seagulls, seahorses.
Jimmy, shout out to Jasper. I hope you found your voice, mate, because we were at a house having beers with a couple of these boys, and I've never seen a bloke be quiet for so long.
His missus come in, put the pants on, and he went mute.
Really?
But he got lippy with Jimmy, and Jimmy said, "Get out the back and run at me." And Jimmy flipped him on his back.
This is what you get when you bring the journeyman to your town. We end up in your house trying to fight you. So make sure you book it in. It was a Coffs Comets, a great event.
Shout out Nathan Cadman. I know he watches the show. Thanks, Nate, for getting us up there, mate. It was a great weekend.
It was.
Sorry about Prof being moody, but that's Prof.
Sorry about Latsy not finishing his stories too. He had to.
Yeah, no, there was one. I went through a period there where I hit a real flat spot.
You have tried to tell the same joke. Like this, you tried it twice now, and each time you've stuffed it up. You can try to get
Third time
Jimmy's
lucky
jokes.
to that.
Okay. I also wanted to say it was a thing of beauty watching you out later at the Hoey Moey. You going around to try and meet young women. I've never seen anything like it.
I know. You just sort of saw him bouncing around, and then you're like, "Oh, he's lost his shirt. What's going on, Latsy?"
Were people asking you to take your shirt off?
They're like, "Are you John Cena?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll show you my ring."
You had the shirt off more than you had it on.
It was a good night. It was a fun night.
Did you meet a young lady? Did you?
No, I took Jimmy home. So I pulled a 2 out of 10. But, mate, we the next morning we were a bit rough and got petrol. And then we're driving down the freeway. I'm like, bro, you got my phone? I go, where's my phone? And anyway, I pulled over. I left it on the roof. So that could have been a really bad start to me Sunday.
So $700 to fill up your tank.
Yeah.
And then $600 if you lose your phone. That's
Correct.
expensive.
It would have been funny. I would have chuckled the whole way.
Would have been great.
Instead, it was my laugh all the way home because he was eating my gas.
I thought for positive place off the back of these bush footy joints that we're going to, we could do what is the best thing about these bush footy clubs? What makes them so special? I mean, that was really cool in there. We met generations of players that have played for the Comets. All the photographs are there. There was fathers, sons, daughters. It was fantastic.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of good questions too when it went to the Q&A. They were good people. Obviously, I'm from Port Macquarie. Jimmy's from Orange and the Central Coast. And, I think we were talking to them at different times around, do they get much support from the NRL and that? And, they were sort of saying that they don't. I think you can't forget that, country footy and bush footy, is the lifeblood of the game. Obviously, there is big cities and where the NRL is very revenue and profit focused now. Obviously, we're taking games over to the States and doing different things, which Philandis is really good at what he does. But, we need to make sure we support these country towns. And, I guess we are lucky in that sense. We get to go around and go to these different country clubs and meet so many great people who volunteer their time to make these clubs compete in the competitions they do. So, yeah, that's probably mine. I love the country footy, and, I hope there's always a place for it.
Jimmy?
Yeah, I think country football is important for grassroots level. I think if you lose country footy, then you lose a lot of the pipeline of kids coming through. I think, I don't think they really get enough of it, enough support, country footy. We've spoke about this. I've sort of tossed up ideas around incentives to get players to give back to bush footy before.
Has Dave Trodden returned your call yet?
No, haven't sort of heard back from him. But I am going out to weekend, May 9th, 10th. I'm going out to Narrabri, and I'm going to be doing some stuff out there. So that's exciting. It's something that I'm pretty passionate about. I was, pretty filthy when the NRL got rid of the city country game. I thought that was a big mistake. For myself personally, played a few times for country, and I know how much it would have meant to my old man, who was a very proud bush footballer and stuff like that. So I think it's a bit of a shame that that's not on the calendar anymore. And, since that's gone, I just think there's not enough support for country rugby league. So,
well, you told this story, Jimmy, if we can talk about because your dad passed away while you were quite young.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
just started 2009, just before I debuted. And
then you got to play country, and that was a real moment for you, because you knew that was a moment that your dad would have been real proud of you.
Yeah, well, I had a good mate of Dad's call me when I got picked and say how proud he would have been, because that was their goal, to play country footy, and that was sort of, if you go back in the day to sort of my dad's era and all that sort of thing, that was where there were country football was really strong, and there were country knocking over city, where city were all the guys that were playing in the national comp or whatever, and there was a lot of bush footballers that just didn't want to go to the city, and they just stayed out and played in the bush, and country footy was really strong. And I think, when country footy's strong, I think the game's strong. So,
do you remember your dad playing footy?
No, he was sort of finished, I reckon, by the time I was born. I remember him coaching out at Orange as a young fella, but he was coaching the rugby union by the time he went there. So,
just on that, I feel like AFL are really good at pumping money into the grassroots and the country, and they recognise how valuable the country is. And you look in Melbourne, like, obviously it's a fair size. Victoria, Adelaide, WA, there's a lot of country towns that are based around them, states. So that they really do focus on putting money back into the game. And obviously, the NRL would put a portion, but I still think, they could probably do more around it. And I know they do some stuff, but, Jimmy spoke about city country. That used to be a game that was played in the country. So, that was a showcase, of city country and getting out to the country towns. So hopefully at some point, and some clubs do take games out to the different country towns, and like Jimmy's idea, which Trotto's still phones on Do Not Disturb, but that was a great idea. Jimmy's an idea.
Jimmy, tell us what it is right now. We might get some support on here. What's your idea?
Mate, we had it. We just basically had an idea to basically go back and, go out five weekends a year, so once a month, to go out to different country regions and, give back to them. The idea was sort of, we go out on a Friday, do a big coaching clinic, training session out there on Friday arvo. Saturday, the boys, me and Latsy, would strap on a pair of boots, and we'd take two other ex-NRL boys, so split two aside and, hopefully get some interest to the footy, and then, go back to a venue on Saturday night, and, the clubs be able to use that as a big fundraiser, whether they ticket it or whether they just leave it open to everyone and do a deal with one of the venue to take a proportion of bar sales or whatever, and then basically, we get sponsors and stuff on board for it. So still something I'm definitely keen to do. Obviously,
we're not getting any younger, Jimmy.
I'm going to out to Narrabri. That's through obviously a mate of mine, Bryce Poisel, who's involved with Talent Locker. doing that. So it's a bit late now, but, even if we don't get support, we might look into it next year and just do it off our own bat.
And just off that, there's obviously a lot of big businesses who are based in the country. I know Wesley Mass, who owns the Mass Group. They're a crew in Dubbo. They're $1 billion company now. So someone like him, they may want to support and put a bit of money into the country to, along with the New South Wales Rugby League, to get these ex-players out there. And obviously we have a podcast and we do the shows, but it's something where you could really showcase rugby league to the towns and, go back and give back to the grassroots.
Well, if you're a big company and you like the idea of that, reach out to us at Rugby League Journeymen. DM us. If you love Jimmy's idea, we're keen to do it. Barry was outstanding.
Would you put the boots on, Prof?
You know what I would? If you gave me like an 8-week
we spoke
run-up,
about it.
Yeah.
But what we said, you could, even Prof just jump on the wing
I'll
or
jump on the
whatever
wing for a bit.
a 10-minute stint.
Yeah,
Mate,
why
it'd be
not?
funny. It'd be good fun.
We're heading out to, we've got Orange and Bathurst. We're talking to Wagga, few country,
I think
Rugby League.
Port Macquarie Sharks.
Port Macquarie, we're going. It's going to be great.
They breed them better in the country, mate.
I disagree. All right, so what's pissed off the Prof this week? Should we get into that?
Oh,
Not the boys. Are we all right this week?
Nah, I love you boys now. We were out to Coffs. We had a great time. We had a couple of mid-strength beers after. I was in bed by 8.
Couple of Guinness.
Nah, we're all best friends again. You know what's pissing me off this week? Can I just say this? The NRL needs to get rid of the scrums. They are beyond a joke. Now that I work on both codes, and I love both, rugby union, rugby league, the NRL just need to piss him off. It's a laughing stock.
Why?
Because now you guys in the front row don't even put their heads down. They roll it between the legs of the second row. Doesn't go back past the lock. The lock picks it up and he runs off. There's no pressure put in. Why don't they just get them all to sit in a circle and hold hands? And then, or why don't you do beach sprints? They all just go on their chins. Because it's all about isolating the backs, right?
Yeah, correct.
So the scrum, now you just got a bunch of guys doing this weird huddle.
As a middle forward, I used to love a scrum for a breather.
Because you've got a break,
you get
right?
A breather, yeah.
See, that's the thing with union. It's the opposite. So if you're trying to tire
competing.
out...
No, that's when the backs get a break because they sit there and they bang their heads into the dirt 6 times and then they repack and then the backs just sit out there smoking cigars and going, how good's this? I'm doing five runs and then
I don't think they should do competing scrums. I think they should just piss the scrums off. It just shouldn't exist.
Play the ball from the scrum line or something.
Nah, because I think otherwise you take all those opportunities for guys, backs to get a bit more space one-on-one. I know.
There's got to be a better way to do it. There has to be. It looks ridiculous.
Has there been many tries from the scrums this year?
Yeah, I seen one the other day. I was watching the highlights. Who scored one on the weekend? I was watching one.
What they should maybe line the how many is there? There's 12 of them, and they just hold hands with the bloke opposite, and then the ref goes, "You're allowed to run now," and then they run.
Just go to the Coco show then, mate. Rugby.
What?
Boy.
You got to agree.
Oh, come on, mate. You big rugby boy.
Me, Adam and Matt and Drew had this conversation.
Thanks for the plug. That's what I was trying to get to. The Coco show. It's a great show. It's a
Shit
wonderful show.
There's
no idiots like these two.
Why? That's not what you say about them behind their back.
I say to them, they're idiots and you blokes are good blokes, but they've seen this show, so they know I'm lying. Anyway, I just think the NRL, if we are having a crack at them, the scrums off. There, that's my point. Jimmy's Jokes, brought to you by Investment Window. Have you been wanting to invest in property but keep putting it off? From entry-level 600K properties to higher budgets, Investment Window handles the location, scouting, negotiating every step of the process for you. Reach out to the Investment Window team to see their clients' outstanding results and start your own property investing journey now. That's Mick you get in contact with. They're doing a great job. If you've, maybe you at the end of your career, you were playing for Penrith, they were throwing you $1 million a year, you weren't doing much, you got a bit of cash lying around now.
Maybe find an expert to go find your property. Or buy 4 of them.
Does that apply to anybody here?
He bought 4. Properties.
Did you buy any investment properties when you're on there?
I've got some properties. I've only got one at the moment. Some of the others have been sold.
Go talk to Mick.
Hey, I have spoke to Mick.
Hey.
About Mick.
There you go. Jimmy, give us a joke.
Well, can I do 2? Because I've got 2 cracking.
Oh, mate, do 3. Go for it.
Don't say that.
What?
Yeah, I know, I regret it.
What do you call karate for amputees? Partial arts.
No, you can get away with that.
That's all right. Jimmy.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah, go for it. What else you got?
One.
Yeah.
How do you know if your mate's gay? His tastes like
I
There'll be some heavy censoring on that one. Come to our live show and Jimmy will tell you that joke. You got one?
Yeah, I actually have a few jokes on unemployed people. None of them work.
I don't mind that. What do tofu and a dildo have in common? They're both meat substitutes. Okay, that was Jimmy's jokes. Proudly brought to you by Investment Window.
I like my second one. That's funny.
What was your second? Oh, no, your second one was very funny. But, yeah, I don't think we'll ever see the light of day on this thing. All right, where do we move to from there, gentlemen? Oh, so it was always Big Ballsy Statement was what we did was, if you've been watching the show, Big Ballsy Statement, we looked back at the round that had just happened, and the whole idea was we make a big sweeping statement that would hopefully end up as clickbait. People will be like, oh, did you hear what Jeremy Lattimore had to say about the Dragons? Because you know what you like about them. Geez, you get it. You all right, Jimmy?
Yeah,
he just broke the microphone.
That was like a mic drop.
Just had a fight.
The level just dropped.
So we have now got a sponsor for this segment, but it's changed slightly.
Yeah.
This is
Shout them out.
Let's shout them out. You wouldn't believe it. Pilot have come on board the Rugby League Gentlemen, and the new segment is called the Journeymen's Health Assessment of the NRL, brought to you by Pilot. Pilot is treating men's health seriously. Jump online and take the quiz at pilot.com.au to see if you're eligible to have any of the treatments delivered directly to your door. Now, Latsy, you use Pilot on a regular basis.
That's
I
why
actually
you're
do.
laughing.
No, I
It's
do.
legit.
I do.
He keeps telling us how happy he has to get this
And how much
sponsorship
better
because it
and
might
longer-
save him money.
And how much better and longer I go.
Yeah, so look, if you're listening to us with a kiddie in the car at the moment, and maybe this is a bit of an adult chat, feel free to skip a little bit ahead because we will get into it here. So
I've come from a performance-based industry, and your performance was suffering.
Okay.
So I started taking some stuff to prolong my performance. Boom! Jerry's back, baby.
Okay, so what happened?
Do you reckon the fact that you like always played short stints
correct.
on the footy field
That led to that.
You sort of just struggled with a full 80
And I
minute
fatigued
performance.
quickly. I fatigued quickly.
Okay, but obviously, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, like there's not an interchange happening where a bloke's coming off and you're running on. And then you're doing the last
Depends how you
6
look at it.
minutes.
It depends how you look at it.
Okay, so just so I know, and I'm just trying to. I want you to paint a picture for the people watching or listening. So you would, you meet a young lady and you'd go in and you wouldn't last long.
Yeah.
So it wasn't to do with.
Let's call it fatigue.
Okay, so you were
Was
able.
it fatigue or was it overexcitement?
Bit of both.
Okay, but he was standing to attention. Your
Oh,
sergeant.
yes, sir.
But Pilot can also give you stuff
Yeah.
for that as well, right?
So is it what just desensitized, is it?
Depends how you look at it. Yeah, I think it does, yeah. I was talking to my mate about it.
Okay, and then so how long were you lasting?
Like 20 minutes. Now it's like 40.
Liar.
Okay,
So basically they come from, they do obviously.
No pun intended. What?
Yeah, but they obviously do so much more. Like they obviously, if people struggle to get hard-ons, they can do that.
You got hair like Prof. They help with that too.
do you honestly think they could bring me back?
No, I actually reckon. Why don't you, mate? We've got a great alignment with a new sponsor. Have a crack.
Let's have a crack. Let's.
Mate, I could throw one. I'm starting to go a little bit. Pilot, give me some and we'll see how it goes. We'll treat Jimmy's receipt a little bit for the last.
Yeah, and if you know a hairdresser, maybe tip me into one of them too.
Latsy, okay, you know how it works. This is a health assessment of the NRL. Let me ask you, which team has started its run too early? As in, they're playing better than expected, but they won't be there at the end. It's kind of the Jeremy Lattimore.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
the
fair.
Yeah, that
Started
is the
fast.
Is that why
Yeah.
you picked me for that
is, yeah.
thing? I like
Started
it.
fast and then going to die off.
Look, I had to think about this morning. And obviously, the Tigers are coming off a win over there against the Warriors, which they continue to surprise me. Benji's changed something in that group, but I think, they're going to do the Jeremy Lattimore. They're going to come out hard and fast, and they're going to plateau at the end of the year.
Do you think so? Obviously, Adam Dewey is playing very well, and then there was Jock Madden there on the weekend. Do you think what happens when Jerome Luai comes back?
Oh, Jerome comes back. He's a superstar, and he's obviously got all that big game experience with the Penrith Panthers. But I think that they will. They'll go back to Jerome, and unfortunately, Jock will be a byproduct of that. But he's got an opportunity. He's taken it with both hands, and if it doesn't work out at the Tigers, there's always clubs looking for a good half. So, shout out to Jock. I hope he keeps playing well, but I'm still picking him.
You think the Tigers have gone early?
Yeah, they've gone early.
And they won't be able to satisfy anybody towards the back
end of the year.
Of the season.
The fatigue will be real.
Okay. Jimmy, which team is yet to fire a shot? So, I guess
Well, I think probably there's two of them. One no longer has a coach, and the other one's Latsy's employer, the Dragons. Neither of them have fired a shot yet, so I think they're struggling to really get that hard edge about themselves.
Because Manly haven't won a game this year. They just had a bye. That's how they got 2 points. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you agreeing with that? Well, it's pretty obvious.
I don't agree with the Dragons, but I do agree with Manly.
Well, Latsy's tipped them every week, but
yeah, I've had a bad start of the year with the tipping. Anyway.
no, they've had a bad start to the year.
Yeah, but
not just you.
Yeah, my loyalty's costing me.
Yeah.
And then you blokes meant to ask me who's pulling his hair out this week.
So yeah, who's making you pull your hair out in the NRL at the moment? Or what's left of it? Sorry,
coach killers. Is that what we're talking here? Maybe the Raiders.
Yeah.
Because we all know how Ricky gets on the sideline when he gets annoyed. They're 1 from 4, right? The Raiders, but have been in every game. They beat the Seagulls.
They've been competing, but they're just lacking that bit of mate. Do you think that's Fogarty's got left the building? Do you think they're missing him a little bit?
Maybe.
I reckon a big part of it is they're moving. I reckon Ethan Strange going to the other side of the field, who's very left foot dominant, and I think they've done it, a lot of it based around the new kid, Ethan Sanders, because he's left foot with his kicking. But if it was me, I would switch them back and I'd have Ethan Sanders playing right-hand side. And then if he wants to kick, then he can just swing around the other side of the ruck for tackle 4-5 whenever he's going to kick the ball and do it. I think
has league always been, like, if you go back, I'm going 70s, 80s, was it always that you were on one side if you're a half?
I don't think they
go
should.
everywhere?
I don't think they should. Like, I think the good sides can move across and don't limit themselves. But, yeah, some of them seem to play that style. But for me, the only reason you could work out why you would move Ethan Strange, who had a really big year last year and was a big part of their success, and now obviously his form, along with, the side, is not having the same effect. But I think moving that side is, the only reason I can think you did it is because you've got a left foot half coming in who's your main kicker.
Sorry, so that was my question. So Sanders is a left foot kicker too, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But why can he not play that side of the field and then just swing around on tackle 4 or 5 to kick? Like, that's easy.
I guess.
Anyway, Ricky, if you're out there and need some tips, mate, you're welcome.
Wonderful. There you go. I think Corey Horsburgh in particular, because that was kind of the difference in the end, because they scored those 2 tries when he was in the sin bin, and that was offside when they had a restart or whatever it was, and so
yeah. The other thing is, last year they were based a lot, like, they just looked so fit, strong, fast, but they didn't really have struck like these big plays where they'd break sides down. A lot of it was based off, offloads and just finding guys and just individuals that would just break tackles and beat defenders and that. So I think now if you got a few of the bigger bodies, as the game's getting quicker, I think, you can't afford to have, like, they've got if you look at like Tarpany, Papali'i, Horsburgh, like, they've got some really big guys. Like Hudson Young's playing out of his skin, but he's got leg speed and stuff like that. I just think if you nullify that real go forward and their offloads, then I think they struggle to find points.
And I think, like what you said about Strange, like, a lot of that was just him playing good footy down that left edge, and there were so many tries that would have been generated down that edge last year. So, Matt, I think Jimmy's onto something there.
On you, Jimmy. Yeah, well, that was it. That was the...
Shout out, Pilot.
And we might as well talk about our little idea.
Yeah, it was the health assessment proudly brought to you by Pilot, and it is good to have them on board. We'll talk about that idea in half a second. When are you taking these pills, mate? How long before you get...
No, it's every day.
Every day. And what time do you take them?
Breakfast, after I eat.
And is this because you are having...
After you eat who?
My breakfast.
How often are you having carnal knowledge these days?
Every day. Oh, no. Oh, whenever.
So you take them because you're pretty sure you'll get something that night from someone.
No. It's just you got to keep the dosage high.
Because just so everybody's aware, I saw you in action on Saturday night, and
Am I overdoing it?
Yeah,
side effects includes losing your shirt in pubs.
Mate, the pool was thin up there. Let's be serious. Mate, come watch me in my natural habitat.
It's awful. Oh, you're so bad.
So your idea, and you want to pitch this to Pilot, this can be a part of this segment.
Possibly. So just, you know how things happen for a reason sometimes. So me and Latsy on the drive up to Coffs, and we pull in at GYG's, wasn't it? If you want to sponsor us, GYG's, you get a shout out.
Gomez.
Yeah, to get a feed on the way up. And we walk in, we sit down, and this lad sort of sees me and goes, Jimmy, how you going? And he's sitting down next to us, and we start chatting. And he goes, what are you doing after footy these days? You know, blah, blah, blah. And then he tells us that he's a stripper. And I thought, obviously, Latsy, I was like, mate, you've got to do this cameo. Like, you've got to do
I don't like get my shirt off, but all my clothes.
You've got to do a one-off. Like, Latsy, you should do this. Yeah. So, and Latsy's like, nah, mate. I was like, mate, it'd be f***ing hilarious.
I said I'm a father and I don't need to.
And I said, mate, when you go into these, they're not filmed or anything. Like, it's just, you know, a one-off event anyway. Then we started brainstorming. Obviously, we get back in the car, we're talking. And then I said, what if the Journeymen went full Monty?
Okay.
I thought Toby would be very interested in that. Mm-hmm. Professor, we called you.
Yeah, and I was off it.
You were not so.
No, and I still need some time to think about
Mrs. Roach.
Well, I need to talk to my wife, obviously. Yeah, I'll be there.
But we said we could have. So the idea was sort of that we do a big event and we ticket it. We put some of the money towards charity and find it for a good cause and get behind it. So
did you talk to Dave Trodden about this?
Hey. No, we didn't.
I think it's a great idea. You know, I'm all about us in numbers. So if we're doing this together, I'm 100. Look, I don't like getting my shirt off, but I'll do it in this instance.
All right, Pilot. There you go. See if I don't know if you've got a pill that can just change
stay tuned
genetics.
Because we might. If we do, we might even put. If it starts getting a bit of momentum, we might put the feelers out for some cameos for anyone who wants to be involved
and who they want to see.
It'll be a cracker event.
There you go. Full Monty, very good. Gentlemen, there's a little segment that started last week, which has got a lot of traction. What we didn't realise is you two are great actors.
No.
Yes,
no.
You are. And so it's a new little segment called The Actors Studio. All right. And what happens is every week in the news cycle, there's these interactions between sometimes it's players, coaches, sometimes it's owners, sometimes it's, I don't know, people at an NRL level. And people want to know what's happening inside that inner sanctum. You've been there. So we're going to get you to act out what would have happened in a conversation. So last week, you guys did...
that was improv. That was very improv, but Latsy sort of tossed it up.
No, well, this week I'd like you to do...
Well, at least you haven't given us... Because I don't know what we're meant to be doing here. So.
Yes, so today...
I think that's better.
Anthony Seibold and Scott Penn.
Oh.
So Anthony Seibold... Who do you want to be?
I'll be Siebes.
Siebes, okay, and you're Scott Penn. So obviously we all know, post the loss on Thursday night, Anthony Seibold was told, thanks but no thanks. Gentlemen, we need you to act out what would happen
on that Friday.
On that Friday, Scott Penn talking to Anthony Seibold, and away you go.
All right,
Can I just give, before I start, full disclosure, I don't exactly know all the events, so anyway, we'll go.
Well, mate,
when does that ever stop?
But this is thank God you're here. So I'll kick open the door. I'm Siebes. Ready? Scotty, how are you, mate?
Don't walk into my office, mate.
Huh?
I'm coming to see you.
No, you told me.
So you get the out and I'll come to your office.
No, you told me to come for a meeting at 3 o'clock.
Righto, Siebes. Sit down, mate. Take a seat.
Oh, mate, I want to stand up. Are we going to go for a beer at the Greenwood after this?
I feel like for some reason we extended your contract at the end of last year. And I'm starting to realise that was a major I'm not sure what we were thinking. I might have had a big weekend before I did that, but no,
mate, that was good to see. Remember we were on the beers, we had a laugh in at Greenwood again, and
mate, seems like, in all honesty, mate, it's just not working out.
Mate, it's round 3. It's round 3.
I know, and by round 3, we should have won a game at least. Steve.
We had a bye. The wind's coming this week. We're going to beat Redcliffe.
Seeps, mate, you're barking up the wrong tree, mate. Your job is done. The players don't want to play for you. We've got this great club.
Mate, invest some money into the facilities, mate.
And
we're training at Narrabeen. Build us a high-performance centre.
Mate, you would be no good in a high-performance arena. If you can't get the job done here, you can't get it done. Doesn't matter. A good tradesman don't blame his tools. Mate, you're out, foreign's in. All right, we're getting back to the Manly way. We're getting back to the Manly way. Kieran Foran, I've been on the blower to Matty Ballin. He's going to come back too. And we're going to bring back the glory days where everyone hates us.
Yeah. Mate, hey, should we go for a beer still?
Nah, fuck off, Seeps.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, that is. I'm sure that's what happened, guys. You nailed that.
I reckon Seeps was way off.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, mate, what is he going to be sitting there getting lectured? I can't just go like that. I'm trying to make this interactive. You just talked over me the whole time and kept swearing.
I reckon that's what happened,
mate. You don't have a right, mate. You're a coach that hasn't
but are we
won
going for a beer after this?
Also, Siebes would have had his shirt off while we're talking about
Yeah,
that.
no, he does love getting Jeremy Seabold.
He does. All right, hey, it's time now for Player of the Round. This is our other new sponsor. It's brought to you by OC Studio Design and Building Company. OC Studios brings your vision to life, expertly designing and delivering retail, commercial and industrial projects from start to finish. Wonderful that we've got these guys on board.
Yeah, shout out to Kelly, obviously reached out to us on this one, and he's a fan of the show. Jimmy and I are going to the Magic Round game with him at the moment. Prof might be coming, but
I need some flights.
Yeah, need some flights. Needs a tight ass. But yeah, so Cal, thanks for the support, mate. We know you're a big fan of rugby league, and mate, if you're in Brisbane and Kel's business can help you.
Kel Matheson's his name. So, yes, if you're looking to build something, to design something, this is what they do. These are the guys. Right, so it is Player of the Round. You know how it works. We pick a player, and then you guys vote. The audience votes. Who have you guys gone for Player of the Round? I'm coming to you first. Jerry.
I went Adam Dewey.
Tell me why.
Mate, he ran for one, he wasn't even meant to play last week. Then 2, he comes out and runs for over 220 metres in a game that no one expected him to go to New Zealand and beat. Matt Carford come back into their team, Barnett back into their team, and mate, he just went out and put on a clinic. Obviously, along with the other 16 players in the squad, but if Adam wasn't out there doing it, they wouldn't have won.
Okay.
Play on words.
Mate, that was very good. Hey, you still got. All right, who's your Player of the Round?
Mate, I am going to go with Nathan Cleary.
Okay.
Why? Because I didn't watch all football on the weekend, and the Panthers trainers keep on rolling, and I dare say Nathan had a big part to do with it. So I'm going.
When are we going to get him this neck thing to get him when he shrugs? Because I'm sitting here watching him. He must have sore shoulders by the end of this pod.
As in the bell.
Yeah. What did I say? Collar.
You said the neck thing.
Yeah, that's it. Collar.
Okay.
They call it collar. Okay. So I'm not into BDM.
I'm so glad you interrupted us for that, mate. That was good.
Yeah, no, I'm not into BDM.
Okay,
BDSM.
so sorry. Adam Dewey, Nathan Cleary. I'm going to go Reece Walsh. So Broncos had a good win against the Dolphins. High-intensity game. Reece Walsh, as always, was very good. He scored a try, 43rd minute. He had 3 tries, 2 line assists. Sorry, that's his season stats. He had 22 tackles.
So you're just lying, making up stats to support your argument.
He also go in and support.
I've got my last point. He
made
made an amazing try-saving tackle right at the end.
So then what's happened? Because we were doing a poll, but then you throw the toys out of the car.
Punters want the chili back.
Well, but mate,
he can't be trusted.
Prof,
I trust him.
Prof owes us one until Prof pays his one for losing. We can't do it, mate.
Oh no, you've turned on me, so the cheat's fine.
No, I'm turning on you.
Mate, no one cheated. It was a poll.
Can you send to me before the show who is turning on who? Because I get confused. Am I against you blokes today?
So what are we doing? Because
this impromptu like that thing.
Until you pay up yours, because we had a challenge.
You will cheat again. We're not doing it. So what we'll do is we will go in, write a comment. We'll then select one of the winning comments, and we will send you something signed by the boys.
What, are you going to pay for it out of your own back pocket?
No,
you're the one who ruined it.
There's a shit pickup here. Who's that idiot?
Yeah, there's a paraffin. Is that Mighty Joe Young?
We'll send you something. All right. That was Player of the Round. Proudly brought to you. Oh, let me get this right. Sorry.
Bring back the chili.
Chili.
The issue is I don't have the time to sit and canvass votes like you do because you don't have a job.
Oh,
What do
you're
you
the
mean?
man.
I do have a job. I do this
busy
podcast.
Rochford.
I do
We
another
don't get paid
podcast
for
if
this.
you want to know, news.com.au.
But actually, just on that, I just want to thank you. Obviously, you've had all week to get someone on the podcast, and we had no one again. So congratulations.
No,
It
that's
was-
all right. Mate, people are training because
Teddy doesn't
football,
want to come
that's what
on.
you got. And yeah, Teddy didn't want to come on. So he said, no, I don't like Latsy. So there's not much I can
No,
do.
you can't. There's nothing. You can do that.
And he doesn't like that bald bloke.
Not for long, pilot. Player of the Round, that was brought to you by OC Studios. Great to have
Shout
them
out, Cal.
on board. All right, time for Latsy Statsy / round 5 preview. Gentlemen, Thursday night, the Dolphins, Redcliffe, take on the Sea Eagles, now coached by Kieran Foran. Jimmy, this is your bag here, mate. Let's hear it.
I reckon you'll see an improved performance from the Eagles. I think, obviously, short term. The one thing about Kieran Foran, and it might before we go in, I actually like the Kieran Foran appointment. One, because we've spoke about the circus of like merry-go-round of coaches before and how, they as soon as someone gets sacked, then 2 years later they're the front runner for another job. So I like Kieran Foran as a coach. I think, he understands Manly style of football. He was a hell of a player, and I think with the right support around him, they'll do well. So I think you'll get a reaction, but I don't think the reaction will be enough to beat the Dolphins up there at home. So
Do you think, because he obviously would have played with a few of these boys, and he's only 1 year out of the game. He obviously left
he's only
the Titans
played
last
with
year.
the Travojevic boys, I think, maybe.
Homoli and that, he was only there a few years ago.
Yeah, he came. He had a second stint there, remember? He came
went back and had a second stint.
Yeah, so he would have played with a lot of them, yeah.
So obviously we're talking about this where he's 1 year out of the game, and Jimmy went to the Cowboys, pretty similar. He just come back from France and, went up there. How would a Jimmy been and Kieran Foran, very different personality, very mature, very responsible, not the same off-field habits, so very different to Jimmy. But how do you think? No, well, he doesn't drink. He doesn't drink.
Hey?
He doesn't drink.
So what I only do occasionally. What?
Come on, mate. Mate, I freaking saw what you put on your cornflakes in the freaking breakfast room. How would a Jimmy been gone if he got given the keys to the North Queensland Cowboys? Boys, another bonding session this week. Let's go. I'll drive.
No, I reckon we go good, actually, because, since I left, they've
No, well, mate, they beat Melbourne Storm last week in North Queensland, so Jimmy's friggin' chats.
I was thinking with the Cowboys that they just sobered up. You know what I mean?
No,
Since
they're
Jimmy's
finally-
left.
The whiskey's finally coming out of their system.
that's what I was
They don't
thinking.
go to Mad Cow every Saturday. Jimmy Maloney. I'm only joking, bro. I love you.
Nah,
I
sweet.
love that we're friends
I would have
again.
been a good coach.
Now that there's an extended bench, you can name 19 players. Can Kieran just name himself?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Imagine that he's watching and they keep losing. He goes, these blokes are hopeless. Give me the jersey, coach. I'm the coach.
I'm almost certain, to talk about rugby again, Tana Umaga did that.
Yeah,
I
we don't
think
care
he
about
was playing
rugby,
in
bro.
France.
We don't care
and he
about
was
rugby.
the coach.
We don't care
Yeah,
about
right.
rugby.
And then
Very
he
good player.
and then he was watching them lose every week. And then he said, I'll just play next week. And then he stepped down as coach and he played and he absolutely owned it.
Yeah, right.
So maybe Foz will do it.
Yeah, I think, like Jimmy, I think
Highly
they
doubtful.
How good was he playing?
He was great. Like
5
in
months
the
ago.
New Zealand game,
Yeah. He's
he
unbelievable.
obviously he unlocked Dylan Brown. He played fantastic through that Pacific Championship. But I think, yeah,
Put it this way, all right? And I love Manly. If you tomorrow, if I said to you, you can either pick Luke Brooks or Kieran Foran at 5'8",
yeah,
who are you picking?
Jamar Fogarty.
Jimmy, honestly.
I don't know. Who's that young kid?
Joey Walsh.
Joey Walsh.
Nah, look, I don't think Kieran Foran would do that. I think he's obviously past that, but I do hope he does well with the coaching.
Me too, mate.
Well, if you care, I'm going to go. Yeah, I think there'll be a reaction, but I'm going to go Redcliffe. They've won 8 of their last 9 Thursday night games, so there's a bit of a Latsy statsy for you.
Ding, ding, ding. Great statsy. Very good. Rabbitohs Bulldogs. That's your first Good Friday match. Obviously a traditional clash. You gave me a lovely stat about the Bulldogs, Jerry.
Yeah,
Rolling
no,
in,
well,
you've got this one.
wasn't very favourable for the Bulldogs fans. The Rabbitohs have won 6 of their last 7 Good Friday games.
Yeah,
And
right.
through that period, obviously the Bulldogs have improved a lot under Ciro the last couple of years, and Rabbitohs haven't been that good the last couple of years, but it's a great game, it's a full house, Easter show rocking next door, so, the players are up. It is probably up there with the Anzac Day game in terms of, eyes on the game and the crowds they get, but, and also this was another stat, which obviously Bulldogs lost to Newcastle on the weekend, and I wasn't aware of this, but they've lost their last 3 games at Acor.
Good, Latsy, Statsy. And a quick shout out to the Bulldogs fans that are now trolling Kai.
Yeah, that's great.
Online, who are having a crack at him about his dad's coaching.
And I love that he bit back.
Yeah, good on you, Kai. Keep giving it to him.
That's mad.
How low are you that you're having a crack at the coach's son? Like,
why are they? What are they upset about? Like they're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
What more do they
I
want?
don't know, man. People.
God love their passion, the old Doggies fans.
So you think it's good that they're harassing Kai?
Yeah.
I harass Kai.
I like Kai.
I do it, but I just say it to him, to his face. Panthers Storm, that's a cracking good Friday late night game.
Mate,
That's
I reckon all the
at
games this
Combank.
weekend are frigging great games. On paper, you look at all the clashes and they're, I was reading it this morning going, this is fantastic. Rugby League, what a showcase.
Panthers Storm, so that's you, Jimmy. Have you got some? Jerry, Jimmy?
Yeah, well, obviously, Storm, lot of injuries. And obviously, Tui Kamika, obviously, awful news about him having a stroke. So, mate, we're wishing you all the best, mate. Hopefully, he recovers as good as he can.
Sorry, Jimmy, if they give context on what happened there, was that in at training or was that after the game the other day?
It was overnight, I believe.
In his sleep. Yeah,
right.
wow.
So a couple of, obviously they lost Katoa at the start of the year with a couple of big injuries. So, look, Melbourne, they'll find someone else that'll come through and do the job. I don't think they'll have the firepower to get over Penrith, who are running hot, but, they'll still be a strong side this year for sure.
Have they broken a sweat yet, the Panthers?
No, I don't think they have, mate. They are unbelievable. They are unbelievable.
They're just
sponsored by Rexona. I actually think Nath is, isn't he?
He is actually.
There you go.
So that's why he's not threatened.
Rexona against the Eels, mate. Not one player. I checked all 17.
They're smelling that good. No one wants to tackle them.
Rexona's antiperspirant. It's not about smell.
Oh, here we go.
Anyway,
Jimmy friggin' body fragrance. So maybe if you put some moisturiser on and put some hair gel in too, mate. Anyway,
I don't reckon the odour from Latsy. I don't reckon the problem's the armpits. It's coming from a different area, mate. And I honestly think you need to go see someone about it.
Yeah. Oh, mate, sorry. I'm high protein. I'm an athlete. Oh, I love to give contradictory stats. So I've got 2 contradictory stats here for me punters who support the Journeymen. The Panthers have won 7 of their last 8 games at Combank Stadium, that's a beautiful stat. It's become their new home ground. But, and I love the but, if you know what I mean.
You love the but.
I love that. The Storm have won 4 of their last 5 games via the Panthers. So bellyache will be seething. That's 2 in a row they've lost now. Obviously down in Melbourne against the Broncos, went up to North Queensland and lost via the Cowboys. Maybe they're not good against the Queensland team. So playing the Panthers, I think they'll be really up for this clash. And I am going to pick Melbourne to get give Panthers their first loss of the year.
You've picked Melbourne.
Does Pilot help with stuttering?
No.
They don't help with lisps either.
Oh, you're the man, bro.
You know when you got him, when he says you're the man, bro.
Yeah.
You're the man, bro.
No, yeah.
The Storm, which is very unstorm-like, I'm going to say. You know this better than me. You know the systems.
No, we love journos with an opinion. Tell us what you think.
They've got a soft underbelly. I'm kidding. I would never say that. I don't actually know what that means. They've been leading in the last 2 matches, Brisbane and against the Cowboys.
Maybe
as well.
they need something to prolong their performance.
Is there something that Pilot?
Shout out Pilot.
For the last 20 minutes.
Shout out Jeremy Latimer
this
and Pilot.
is the biggest sponsorship. They need to give us more money.
Mate, this is great.
Have you noticed that? And the Storm don't normally do that, right? Like they were up. Was it 14-0 against the Broncos? They came back, beat them, and then they were up against the Cowboys on the weekend. I know it gets hot and sweaty up there.
Yeah, and that hot and sweaty. Pilot got anything for that to stop people sweating?
No,
Can you stop giving them?
That's deodorant, Latsy.
Oh, they call me Tony Lockett, plugger.
Kai, don't laugh at that. Okay, so good point.
I'm on one today,
That's
bro.
because you're built the same.
Dragons, Cowboys. I'm coming to you, Jerry.
Look, I'm just going to stay positive about my team. We moved into the new high performance centre down in Wollongong yesterday, and that's going to ebb and flow into this weekend's game. Back at Cogra, our Cogra fans love that football team. The boys are going to get out there and put on a performance. They love Easter. They're going to earn their chockies on Sunday after a very good Friday and get the dub.
So you reckon they're all loving the Dragons at the moment?
Huh?
You reckon there's no backlash and
Nah.
yeah.
No, I got a feeling this week. I'm going. I haven't been to a game this year yet because obviously a lot of away games, and I had my kids the last one down in Wollongong, and I'm just going
First bloke to be a father.
Huh?
Oh, good on you, Latsy.
Yeah, you're the man. But anyway, I will be there on Saturday. Okay. And that Jeremy Lattimore being back in the building. No one will recognise me, but the boys are going to get.
Do you think at any stage pre-match somebody will say, "Do it for Latsy"?
No, when they'll run out, I'll just give them a high five and I'll just give them my energy because there's always good energy coming out of Jerry.
It is very positive. And have you spoken to Flano?
No, I haven't, mate. Like I said, I've been down in the building. I was meant to go yesterday, and my daughter decided to spew out of the car on Monday afternoon. And
so
then
what do you reckon
into
the issue is then? Like, obviously, you're involved with the club. What's the issue going on down there at the Dragons?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, they're playing for a period of time, and like especially the first.
Well, they're all playing for 80 minutes, but they're just
I know, but they've started relatively strong in them first two games, and then they got done by Bulldogs and then Storm over the back end of the game, and then last week in Titans territory.
But they were leading again.
Yeah, they were leading coming into the 60th minute. Same against Para the week before. Yeah. So, it's an 80-minute game. That's rugby league, and
correct. Latsy, it is.
I only played 40 minutes, but anyway, each their own. Oh, you're the man. You played 80.
No, I'm just saying. I was just wondering what's going on.
Why? What's your opinion? And that's,
I think they don't play to their strengths, and that bedazzles me. How you decide you don't play to your strengths. I don't think they've got much creativity, and the style of football they're playing doesn't match the roster that they've got. So.
Okay, so you're now the head coach. Congratulations of the Dragons. Flano's been moved on. It's you. How do you play to their strengths? And what are they doing now? And how would you change it to play to their strengths?
And I actually like Jimmy when he talks about football.
I think the game, anyone who watches the game's so momentum based at the moment. So, you signed a guy like Damien Cook who's a running 9. You've got big, strong back rowers, Sua and Leilua. You've got those Couchman boys coming through look like they're really handy.
Hamish Stewart, man, he's unbelievable.
And stuff like that. Gutherson, for most of his career, has been renowned for his support play and that around the middle of the ruck, yet they play so sideways. It absolutely blows me away how they can do it. So, it just doesn't make much sense. So I don't think they know their style of football, and I think that comes down to what they're doing at training. So they'll get beat again on the weekend by the Cows, and
no, we will win this week. I'm telling you.
Can we have a bet on it then?
How much?
I don't know.
Chili spray.
Done. I'm in. I'm actually confident they're going to win this week. Chili spray. Done. On the show next week.
Let's go.
And then you're going to do yours with whoever the loser is because you owe us. Don't be a dog.
Cheat.
Don't be a dog.
I'm a dog. Bow wow.
Yeah, no, you're a pussy. No, you're not. You're a pussycat. Meow.
Let's go, you Cows. Come on, boys.
No.
I think you took a bad bet then.
Yeah, well, mate, everyone's entitled to their opinion. There was freaking 4 upsets last week. This is going to be an upset.
So you missed a week of upsets.
Huh?
You missed a week of upsets.
Yeah, well, maybe this is just meant to be. It's
Titans, Broncos.
Oh, you go.
Somebody's going to win just because I've moved the show on. Titans, Broncos. Let them talk. Let them argue.
We'll have fun.
Broncos are win by the length of the straight. Titans are in all sorts.
All sorts. They won on the weekend.
So they're still rubbish.
Payne Haas is back.
Mate, I want to give a shout out, actually. There's a young, and talking about bush footy, there's a young fellow who's actually from Port Macquarie.
Oh, you were talking about him.
Yeah, Oliver Pascoe, who made his debut on the weekend, and he actually come on and went really well. So shout out to a Port Macquarie boy. Love seeing the Port Macquarie boys do well. There's another guy, Semi McIntyre. He's going great for the Cowboys up in North Queensland as well. But he really come on and steadied the ship on the weekend, and offered a little bit from dummy half, and I saw he's in the team list again.
Who'd they play? 'Cause
Sorry, the Titans.
Keeping in mind, I didn't watch any football.
The Dragons.
The Dragons.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That's right.
Fucking
They won on Sunday.
No, so they beat the Dragons.
Yep.
Oh.
Anderson and Karapani are out, so Arthurs and Mariner are on the wings. This is for the Bronx. And Kai's put in that Shibasaki returns, which was obviously last week because he played last week.
Yeah, right.
Did he play in the centres last week? No, he come on because someone got injured.
Yeah, but he played.
Yeah, I know, but he come on injured, so he didn't start the game.
This doesn't say Shibasaki will start.
Anyway, moving on with tipping.
No. Well,
Who are you tipping?
Oh, you typed it in. Is that what we've learned?
No, mate. I don't know how to edit. How do you edit on that?
It was you idiot. Sharks, Warrior.
No. Titans are aiming for their third straight win at Seabass Stadium. You watch them come out on the weekend and get pumped by 50. Reece Walsh, he only plays game 100 this week. Fair effort, in terms of, the player he's become, obviously the headlines he brings, it's, I thought he played more NRL than that.
Is he the number one,
marketable guy?
Guy
I
for
reckon
the NRL right now?
I reckon he is.
Has he gone past Cleary?
Oh, fuck, I love Nath, man.
No, I know, but if you...
It's a big call. I don't know, mate. Put them both in together.
Yeah. But, Reece is beautiful. His hair, the way it used to flow.
Yeah, but he's a Queenslander, so...
Yeah. All right, we'll go Nath.
For all good reasons, guys. His hair and he's a Queenslander. That's great. Sharks, Warriors, Jerry.
Yeah, look, mate, the old Sharks. So they haven't actually won back-to-back games this year. And they go back to, their home ground after beating the Raiders down in Canberra. They should be full of confidence. But I've always got a but. They call me Jimmy Gravity Maloney. And where's my stat I saw? Warriors have won 4 of their last 5 games versus the Sharkies, which is a telling statistic. Minus the S's. Telling statistic. But Sharks have won 8 of their last 9 games at Ocean Protect. Luke Metcalf only come back last week, and whether the synergy between him and Boyd was the chief, and maybe there was 2 chiefs last week. Maybe Webster's worked on that at training this week, and there's going to be 1 chief, Chief Boyd, and I think the Warriors will beat the Sharks at home.
Oh, sad to Toby, man.
Yeah, well, they haven't won 2 in a row. Be consistent, Toby.
Toby played the house down on the weekend.
He's killing it.
If you are, and there's this chat around him going to Papua New Guinea.
Oh, if I'm an NRL club, I'm throwing the book at him. Paycheck at him.
Are you his manager?
Huh? No, I'm not. I'm just a great mate of his, and I really like
No, honestly, because he's also bums on seats. He's entertaining. He's got a personality.
When's the PNG side? It's still... How's he going to get a contract now? He's got to get a contract before that.
Well, he wants to do a 1-year deal. But Willie Peters is signed to go to the Chiefs, and I was just having coffee with Toby the other day, and I saw Petey pop up on his phone, but he's not meant to talk to him until after November. So, Peter, if you want to go look up that one.
Have you just outed Toby for
That's just
doing...
straight Jerry mail.
That was Toby. That was Maloney mail. You're the liar, not me.
Right. Anyway,
Liar
back to the
cheater.
thing. I reckon... Well, I don't know. It's very hard. If I was betting on the game, I'd take the Warriors because I reckon they're over the odds. $2.40 against Sharks at $1.57. I don't think you could take that with any conviction.
I love when you follow my lead.
Nice Raiders, Jimmy.
Look, Knights back at home. They were impressive on the weekend.
The Dogs.
The Dogs. Dogs are very disappointing. Mate, that was probably the most sideways I'd seen their attack look. So, I reckon...
Hang on a second.
You didn't watch the game. We're on the
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched some highlights because I needed to talk about them on the other podcast. Anyway.
Oh, God,
so you don't research for that,
mate. You're unbelievable, mate.
I reckon the Raiders will get the win.
And did you see you had someone on the podcast there yesterday you got on? Huh? Steve Roach.
He's a fuckwit.
All right, so one, Cam Serrato, you're a mate of me and Jimmy, and he's there trying to give you attacking tips. Get him in, get him talking to Birdo, and who's the 7?
I spoke to him. Ciro said they got Jason Taylor.
Oh, Galvin.
He said they got Jason Taylor there, and I said, okay.
Well, your loss. And another thing Jimmy just spoke about, they're back at home, the Newcastle Knights. Well, here's a little home stat for you Knights fans. They've lost their last 7 games at McDonald Jones Stadium. Yeah. And shout out to Frizz. He is on fire at the moment. Mate, he's like me.
Jeez, you plug your mates.
No, but he's like a
he's
good red
playing well,
wine.
Frizz.
He's like me. We get better with age.
Can we say anybody that's come on this pod
Is killing it.
It's absolutely killing it. We've had
Tommy
Frizz,
hasn't
we've had
lost.
Harry. That pass Harry threw on the weekend.
And that's why I used to talk to him when we used to go do fitness and that together in Port Macquarie. I go, always pretend you're going to look short, play long.
Amazing. And then obviously Tommy Dearden as well. They've found form since they chatted to us. So, Tedesco, what's your problem? Knights.
Come on, Teddy.
Can I do a shout? Dom Young. Hasn't he found some form?
Is he going well?
Hat trick. And streaking away.
He's a big,
he's fast.
He's so tall, so
man.
He's
fast.
fast. Does he still make defensive lapses? Was his Achilles heel? Like he can run. There's no doubt about that. He can run, but
I've always
he used
said
to be able to let a try in.
I've always said
better than anyone I've seen.
I have always
Dominic
said
Maloney.
I've always said you don't get paid for making tackles.
No, you don't.
That's my catchphrase.
He lives by it, mate.
Jimmy Rochford.
I'm the man.
I'm the man.
I'll get everyone
Jimmy
on the
wins.
podcast. Me, I'm Jimmy Roshi.
Eels
We
Tigers.
need to get you off the podcast.
No, I feel like I've been on fire
No,
today.
you've been shit.
Watch your back.
Can you let us know in the comments if you're sick of Latsy's shit this week?
No, sorry for having a laugh. Mate, I'll call you Roshford in a minute. You're that stiff today.
Can you?
Shout
I
out,
get,
Pilot.
Mate, you need to pick who you're having a crack at. You can't swing so violently
Shut
all
up.
the time. So it's me now.
Righto.
Eels
moving on.
Tigers. Jerry.
Latsy. All right. The Eels have won 4 of their last 6 Easter Monday clashes with the Tigers. Eels obviously got a clinic put on them last week by the Penrith Panthers. Tigers, I've picked them as my declining pilot target for start strong, finish bad. So I'm going to go the Parramatta Seals, as Fufu Moimo used to say. The Parramatta Seals.
Parramatta Seals.
Yeah, I'll probably go. Mate, the Tigers still no Jerome, so that sort of takes a big effect for the Tigers.
Yeah, it really
I'll
affected
go-
them last
See them
week.
on the weekend?
God, Jimmy.
No, they won.
No,
Do
didn't,
we?
didn't watch your game.
They were
I
amazing.
didn't. I told you that.
Oh, didn't you? No way.
Yeah, but I reckon. Okay, I'll go the Tigers.
He's done a lot of them all.
No, I didn't have any. So I just said I'll go the Tigers.
Yeah, Tigers are playing very well. So there you go. If you could follow
Benji ball.
that, then
No, what are they calling it? Benji ball. What is Benji ball? You know how they say
well,
Benji ball?
Ball's changed though. They're saying it's not as Benji Ball. I'm stealing a stat I think from Brent Reed here.
But what was Benji ball?
Benji Ball?
was that just-
throwing it around, playing
Was that
touch
just
footy.
you play with the Tigers?
Yeah,
You-
eyes up footy.
Oh.
Eyes up podcasting. That's what you do.
Oh, imagine.
Don't watch a game.
Imagine
have
playing
an
eyes
opinion.
up footy. Imagine how revolutionary that'd be. That you actually look at the defence and you play what's in front of you. Mind blowing.
Jimmy Eyes Up. That was he used to call himself at
Did he?
training. Eyes Up Maloney.
Okay. This is when we do a bit of news. I think we've covered it all. Yeah, I think we're all good.
YouTube comments?
Why?
Well, the Fitzy's re-signed till 2029, so
No,
obviously
but my
Toby's
mate down there
filthy.
still reckons he's getting flicked.
So you're getting flicked, Toby.
Well, we've also established that Seabolt extended.
Yeah.
That
Paper
meant
means
jack shit.
Warbrick's going to the Warriors. That's great for him heading
Mate,
back to
that's
New
a
Zealand.
good
He's a good player.
signing, yeah.
Osako, though, they're replacing him with a great
Yeah,
replacement.
Jermaine Osako's going to the Storm. Jeez, he can kick from the tee, can't he?
Oh, mate.
Tell you what, the Warriors, man, they're doing some good recruitment. Like if you talk about
They're
who
losing
they've-
Barnett, Bart.
Yeah, but they're doing good recruitment. We're talking about the recruiting.
Okay. Well, the recruitment handles players leaving as well.
No,
Yeah.
recruitment.
Yeah,
is
but recruitment
bringing
is
in.
like
That's
signing players,
retaining.
re-signing players.
That's retaining.
Oh, here we go. What is contrarian Maloney?
No, I'm just saying they're recruiting well.
Yeah, no, you're the
It's
man.
Barnett. He's getting past it.
You got him. When he says you're the man, you got it. You win, Jimmy. Jimmy wins. And the Rabbitohs are going to start playing some home games at Allianz, which is great news. I think this year it's
Not
2
for
games.
the Chooks. The Chooks are not happy about it.
Oh, the Chooks can. Why do the Chooks get that awesome stadium to themselves that they
I
half
agree.
fill?
Hey,
Go away, Chooks.
the Chooks rule. Go the Chookies.
All right, time for YouTube comments with Latsy.
Well, I couldn't get access to all of them because someone messed up the edit last week, so I wasn't able to get a look at it. But
Hey, what happened?
no, well, we're
Was that
focused.
7-minute Johnny? Boy, you need some pilot, Johnny.
Mate,
7
don't worry.
minutes.
Wait, I can send you the link. Shout out Pilot. Oi, so
we cannot give them any more.
what?
We
Tony
have many
Lockett?
sponsors now.
Oi, so
what about the builder in Queensland?
Investment
Shout
window.
out, yeah. Oh, you know what?
Kel's
I need to
OC
build you up a
Studio.
little bit more because you're not confident enough. So shout out OC Studio. Let's go.
Okay.
Oi, all right. So Cuzzy, bro, he sent a couple of good ones through. Went to the same hairdresser as Jimmy, although they trim the backyard hedges. # grade 3 slop chop. Got your shit haircut, bro. Yours. Shocking. Oi, Brocky, the T.O. Madge interview was a great scoop, boys. Well, I hope you like Penny and Siebes this week, my bro. Kelly, I don't think the podcast needs any guests, maybe very occasionally. It works better with the banter and footy chats, especially Lats as the focus. Love the potty. Jimmy,
Doesn't say that.
shout out to Sam Carruthers. Jimmy Marothfield.
Jimmy Marothfield.
I like that. And shout out Cuzzy, bro. Why does Toby start playing good when he needs a contract? Jimmy may have been moved around, but at least his footy was classy.
Cuzzy Bro a couple of weeks ago said, remember when the professor was funny? Now he's just babysitting 5-year-olds.
That is spot on.
Yeah. Go
Shout
away,
out
Cuzzy
bro.
All right. We've got time just for the quiz, and then I think we're going to go. This week, the quiz, you two are taking on each other, and the subject this week is they're kind of brain teasers. There's 5.
Brain teasers.
Brain teasers, 2 each, and then you get to buzz in on the last one. You ready to go?
Who you starting on?
Let's
Are we
go.
doing rock or sieve?
Rock, paper, scissors. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. It's 1 go. 3,
1,
2.
2, bang.
All right, 1, 2.
bang.
There we go. Paper defeats rock.
You want to lead or go? What,
Jimmy,
me
what
go?
would you like to do? Lead
I'll
off?
go.
You'll go. Okay, Jimmy, first question. How many seconds are in a year?
Jimmy.
You can't look at your phone.
Well, how am I going to guess that? It's
Well,
going
have
to
a
be a million. And some. 60 by... Oh, mate, no idea.
365 million.
It's 12.
Is that?
Yeah, January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd,
How many what?
April
Oh, that's
2nd.
so
No, that's funny. I like that, Prof. No, but that's brain teaser. He did tell
They're
us
What's
brain
a brain
teasers.
teaser? So it's not a real question.
No, you've got to think laterally.
Jeremy laterally.
Think Jeremy laterally.
Jimmy eyes up.
Yeah.
Where were the eyes up then?
If you drop a yellow hat in the Red Sea, Jerry, what happens? What does it become?
Still a yellow hat.
It floats.
Wet.
That's all right. They're good. I
Latsy
like it.
wouldn't know what that's like.
Huh?
Never made anything wet.
Shout out Pilot.
Why are you laughing like you got emphysema?
Oh, bro.
Jimmy,
we
how
get
many
Benjamin
times?
as a
Jimmy,
sponsor.
how many times can you subtract 10 from 100?
It's going to be the straight answer now or something. How many times can you subtract 10 from 100? 10, but it's going to be something else. Like,
No.
That's not. How many times can you subtract 10 from 100? Once.
Yes.
Boom!
why?
Well, you can only take 10 away from 100 once. 90, bitch. Woo!
Latsy.
Jerry eyes up footy.
What do you mean?
Once you take 10 from 100 once, it becomes 90.
Yeah, but then you just start with another 100, subtract 10 again.
No, Jimmy.
Oh, thinking laterally, see?
Yeah, no.
You can do it as many times as you want.
Oh, he called me eyes up, Latsy. I'm up.
Latsy, here you go. If you have 3 apples and you take 2, how many do you have?
Say again.
If you have 3 apples and you take away 2, how many do you have?
You still got 3 apples.
No, you've got 2.
No, you got 2 because you took 2 away.
I'll give that to Jimmy.
You took 2, so you've got
but
2.
yeah, no, I thought it was a trick.
Nah, you're dumb, mate.
It's 1-1, bitch.
1-1. You've got to buzz in. First person to shout this out.
This is a stupid quiz, man. This is shit.
What? This is actually, this is tricky. What begins with T, ends with T, and has T in it?
What begins with T?
Beep. 10.
Explain.
Huh?
Explain.
Because there's a T in it, so there's a T in the word. There's T at the front, T at the back.
How's there T at the back in 10?
T. Tent.
Oh, tent. No, but you're on the right track. No, you're not really, but you get what's happening with the words.
Yeah.
So, yeah, T at the start,
So what was
T
it?
at the
Say
end.
it again.
No. You only get to say it once.
Yeah,
Oh, I
but
can
you're
ask the
wrong.
question again.
You're wrong,
What begins
mate.
with
You
T,
go out.
ends with T, and has T in it?
Testosterone.
The letter T.
No, it's a teapot. But anyway.
Why?
Oh,
the
no,
letter T. If you've just
that
got
makes
the
sense.
letter T.
No, teapot. It makes sense. That's good.
Yeah,
I like
but
it.
also if you've just
Don't
had the
argue
letter
with Jimmy.
T,
Why
it's at
argue
the
it?
start
I get
because it's a letter, it's at the end, and it's a T. So they'll got you on a technicality.
On a technicality. Okay, very good. I'm going to say 2-2. Everybody wins. That was the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to all our many sponsors.
Keep those quizzes coming. They're mad.
I reckon they're fun.
Who was dumber this week out of you two?
Latsy.
Fuck up, Jimmy.
That's the show, Rugby League Journeymen. You know how
Ciao.
it works.
See you next week.
You're the man. Bye.
We'll see you next week.